Welcome to our 26th episode of Unspoken Experiences, and happy to that you guys showed us so much of love and so much of support to our Unspoken Experiences series, and that is just keeping us going. So thank you so much, and we are very grateful for your all your love and support. So with that, I think we can ask Swati to come in. And I know we have started our live today 2 times and it has not worked out. Yeah, sorry for that, but yeah, technicalities. We cannot do much about it. So today I think she'll be going live with us with audio because her camera is facing some issues, and that's all right. But she's trying her best to make it up. And let's welcome her and let's listen to her experience at least, which will help us, right? I've added you.
Am I
Yeah, hi
visible now?
Swati. You're not visible, but you are perfectly audible. And let's see, I think we can take it forward from here. At least
Yeah.
you're audible, right?
Yes, that's the only positive thing that we can have throughout this live session.
Yes. No worries. I think we are looking more for about experience. So if you can share your experience in such a beautiful way and with such a beautiful voice, it will all work out. So
Okay,
we
first
can
of all,
start with
how are
that.
you doing?
Yeah. I'm doing just fine. How about you?
I think so there's some issue again with the audio.
Is it? Can you? Am I audible to you right now?
Hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, can you
Hello.
hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so how?
Okay, it went off again. I'm so sorry. Technicalities. But if there is anything that I can help you with, either the mental health question regarding us, regarding Curious Insights, anything, I'll be happy to do that.
Hi,
Hello?
Swati.
Hi,
Yes.
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, at least
Is
right
my
now.
voice audible now?
Yes. How about we start and we'll see you along the way. If
Yes,
it doesn't
so
work
how
out,
we,
we'll keep alive sometime else, so not a problem. Yeah.
yeah,
Introduce
let's
yourself
start
first.
it like. So, how
Yeah.
are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good.
Okay. So if you can introduce yourself,
Uh, I can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but in between your voice is getting break.
I think there's some network issue at your end because even that is happening. The same is happening with us.
I'll I'll change my place. Give me a minute.
Sure. Hi everyone who has joined. How are you all doing? Yes, our video is not visible, Rohin.
She's facing some network issues as well as she has some camera issues with her mobile, and which happened today. I don't know when, but yeah, like few hours back, she's saying it was working. Now it is not. So
That's okay, I guess. Let's hear her experience.
Hello?
That matters most. Hello.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are as of now.
I'm so sorry. I think so. There's some terrible network issue here. I can't do
Yeah, I
anything
get.
with it.
It's okay. Let's see if it works out. If it doesn't, then we can maybe shift it.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'll introduce myself. I'm
Yes,
Swati
please.
Srinivasan. I'm an MBBS student from the state of Tamil Nadu. The city is Chennai, and I'm a medical student from Madras Medical College. Animal activist, and a writer. That's it about me.
Okay. So I think somebody is asking me to introduce myself as well. So my name is Pranjul Somani, and along with me there are two other people, Ashima and Rupali. We work with Curious Insights. We are psychologists, and we are working along with it. We are trying to create some awareness along in the field, and we are working in the field. So more or less, this is about us. And to know more, you can visit our link that is provided on the page. Right. So, yeah, that's about us. So, how about Swati, you start with your experience. What is the experience that you would like to share with us today?
Okay, I'll start with my experience. But before that, I would really like to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and for having me here in this live.
Thank you. We are glad to have you. We would love to learn and have a different perspective from you. Everybody is unique in their own experience, and I'm sure you will be having an amazing experience for yourself. So, why not learn from it?
Okay, so the experience I'm gonna be sharing will be about my own experience on how I dealt with period and the hard situations which I faced during the period. So my experience started when I was at my 8th grade. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we are able to hear you. So,
My experience started
those
when
who
I
are
was at
messaging
my
that
8th
her
grade.
voice, just a second, Swati. So, if her voice is low, if you can use earphones, that will be better because on earphones I can hear her perfectly. So, that would be good.
Okay, okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Swati, continue. Are you there, Swati?
I've got my
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. My
Yeah.
experience started when I was at my 8th grade. I just want
Mhm.
to ask you a question. Do you love science?
I love science. No, I took
Yeah.
science. I scored good in science, but science is not my passion. My passion is towards psychology. Whether it's arts, it's science. I want to help people around with their mental health. Let's move on.
Okay. I love science very much. Everybody loves science, and there are a very good scorers in science subjects.
Hmm.
So I love science, and I was very good at science. I was very punctual for the science classes.
Mm-hmm.
During my 8th grade, I don't remember the exact date or date for the incident which happened, but when my teacher was about to take the lesson on reaching the age of adolescence, she told me that she just ignored the lesson. She told me that there will be few things that you should know and learn yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And she went back to the staff room after the class got over, and that period was a free period for us. And she didn't
Yeah.
tell us anything, and she went back to the staff room after the class got
Mm.
over. Then I went to the staff room at lunch hour and asked my ma'am that why didn't she teach us that lesson about the reaching the age of adolescence. But she
Mm-hmm.
had many reasons on why shouldn't she teach us the lesson. She gave me a lot of reasons, a tons of reasons, and she sent back to me the class. Sent me back to me my class, and then I
Mm-hmm.
came back home. I started reading the whole lesson myself, and I completed that lesson in 2 days. In 2 days, yeah, I completed reading that lesson in 2 days. The very next day, I came to my class and I told my friends about the lesson, what that lesson has, and what and all we have to know about that lesson, the importance of knowing that lesson. And then I approached my science teacher again, asking her to teach this lesson, but she ignored the request. Then few of my friends, I had this experience from my classmates. Few of my friends hit puberty without knowing what puberty is and what happens during that time. And they
Right.
thought that they were diseased
Mm-hmm.
because their first blood from vagina. It was the
Right.
first blood from vagina because usually girls run, they play, they fall, they get scars and wounds on hands, legs, and chin. But that way of bleeding is different from this way of bleeding. So they thought they were
Right.
diseased, like that, and they got so scared and feared. Then few months ran off in my school, and I was doing the normal regular work that I used to do every time. And then after few months later, when I was on my period, I don't remember the exact date or day when this situation happened to me again. Later, after few months, I was on my period, and after having a very hectic day in my class, I was walking back to my van from the school, and I noticed the people in the road looking at the back of my skirt very weirdly, and everybody was giving me that suspicious look. I was like, what was happening? Haven't people seen a girl before walking the road? Everybody used to think like that, and even I thought like that. So then I did not understand the situation at the first. 1 minute. Yeah, I did not understand the situation at the moment, and I was like, haven't people seen a girl walking on the street? Then I reached my van as I was suffering with a lot of mental cramps, and so I slept in the van because of the mental cramps I had. I slept in the van. Then came my home stopping as I noticed, as I was taking the bag from the slab of my van, I noticed that the seat was fully stained, and I was very shocked to know. I was very shocked to know nobody informed that my pinafore was also stained at the back. I was very, very shocked that nobody came forward to inform me about that, because my school is a co-ed school till 6th standard, and from 6th grade, it is a full girls school, and this happened to me at 8th standard. I was like, why not even a single girl from a van came forward to tell me about that, to tell me about the stain? And while walking and coming on the road, not even a single person told me, or not even a stranger came forward to tell me that your uniform is stained, your skirt is stained, and that really shocked me. 1 minute. Yeah, that really shocked me. And what happened was, I informed this to my van driver immediately. When I saw the stain on my skirt and on my seat, I informed this to my van driver immediately. And what shocked me was, he asked me to clean it. That was okay to clean it, because I did it and I felt like it was okay to clean it. I cleaned it, and the very next day I got off the van. My hope stopping came, and I got up from the van. The very next day, at the early morning, when I was waiting for my van to go from home to school, the van driver came and told to my mom, "Is your daughter deceased?" He was like, I created a disaster. He's shouting at me like hell. He told me that if your daughter deceased, will that disease spread from your daughter to the other girls and children in the van? And I was like, what the hell is this here?
Of course. I mean,
and he asked my mom, is there any possibility that the disease could spread to other girls and children coming in the van? I felt so embarrassed, and on that particular day, I decided that no girl should ever feel the way I felt. And I had this fire to do something on this concept, on this specific topic called menstruation. And you know what? India is a huge populated country with nearly 1.38 billion people, and it's almost 1.40, around 1.40. And what shocked me, really shocked me, was 200 million women. 200 million women lack awareness of menstrual hygiene, and India accounts for 27% of world cervical cancer deaths every year, and nearly 23 million girls drop out of their school due to lack of awareness of menstrual hygiene, and they don't even know what menarche is, what menstruation is, and they drop out of school thinking that they are diseased, they are cursed, they are sinned. So I really wanted to do something for that, and I started searching Google. I started to know many things about menstruation, and in my personal experience, women in rural areas, I've seen a lot of women in rural areas, and during my puberty function, my relatives came from the rural areas of Tamil Nadu. So from that experience, women in rural areas handle menstruation differently. When they are in home, they dispose the pads properly, but they are when they are out, especially when they are out, especially in the areas of poor sanitation,
Okay.
women do not wrap the sanitary pad and dispose in the dustbin. They just take the sanitary pad, throw it in the toilet, and just flush it and come out of the toilet without knowing the consequences of what clogging is.
Right.
So I felt that why should I wait for somebody to start the cause? Why shouldn't
Right.
I start and work on it? Because I waited for almost 2 years for somebody to come forward and start it. Then I was really shocked to know that nobody came forward and worked on this cause. I was associated with many NGOs, and nobody was specifically working on this cause. Everybody's cause was focused towards education and etc. things, but nobody was focused on this cause. So I started to work on it, and then I started Project Mahanati, which is not an NGO, which is just an initiative. Project Mahanati is an initiative which is started to educate women and young girls on menstrual hygiene, the consequences of not maintaining a proper menstrual hygiene, and the benefits of using, and to teach the women and young girls about the sustainable menstruation, the benefits of using eco-friendly products. And during each session, I never fail to ensure that the young girls and women take up something that benefits them, as well as to spread the word to the other people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great initiative, Swati. I think that's a great deal of work and effort that you have put in over there because you felt something. So I was just thinking about it. So if you can elaborate on, what were you thinking? What were your, what were you feeling at that point of time when maybe the van driver said that to you, or when nobody actually, informed you that you were bleeding. So what were your thoughts? How were you feeling then? How did it, affected you mentally?
Actually, I was very much broken since I was into depression for weeks because of the incident which happened. How my van driver shouted at me. I felt like this is something that is very normal. It happens in every woman every month. I felt like that, and I was like nobody could understand me. I was seriously in the depression. Why should I live? I was like that at the time. At that 1 week of
Right.
depression. Then came my mom. Then she told me that this is not something that you have to worry about. This is very normal. This comes with all women every month. And then it was very hard for me to come out. As I told you, I was in depression. I didn't eat well. I didn't sleep well. That incident kept on haunting me, and definitely will haunt me forever. Even if now I think about it, it's really like something I couldn't explain about that. I'm trying to forget that incident
No,
which
of course.
happened because nobody came forward to tell me, not even a single girl. I really can't take it up till now. So I
Right.
really couldn't. I even had suicidal depression. I mean, suicidal thought at that time. Why should I be here? For what I was born? I thought like that and all. So this
Self-doubting.
happened
Right.
during that moment.
Yeah. You somewhere started self-doubting yourself and, what is life? What about all of this? And
Yeah,
that made you feel extremely sad about all of this.
exactly.
Yeah. I can totally understand. So, what made you think that you should start a journey with this? What were your, uh, feelings and thoughts related to you starting a journey and you starting an initiative, taking matters in your own hands?
Actually, the experiences which I got made me to start this initiative because uh, uh, when it comes to my teacher, when it comes to my van driver, and when it comes to the people I've worked with, I've been with, and when it comes to the people, the NGOs who did not take this course, nobody came forward. The everything, the experiences as well as that this cause was not spoken by many people. All these things made me to start this initiative. And you don't believe, I don't get a single money from my parents to distribute biodegradable sanitary napkins and intimate washes. I somehow earn the money or they give me some money to save, like the savings money for me monthly. I used to
Right.
buy sanitary napkins and intimate washes from that amount, or else somehow I'll try to earn money by going to jobs, doing this thing and doing that thing, and like going into modeling. Like I was coming to tell that I was into for the past 6 months I was doing modeling, and I was procuring funds from the modeling which I do, from the photo shoots which I do, and from that fund I used to buy biodegradable sanitary napkins and intimate washes and distribute it to women.
Right.
Yeah, this is what made me to start this initiative, because there was nobody to talk about it. That is
Right.
one
Of
of my
course.
own. I didn't see a lot of people talking about it, and the experiences which I got through my van driver, through my teacher who ignored the lesson. So yeah, I'm good.
And we are very glad that you spoke about it today, because this is a topic which we all, which is taught to us that, keep it shush shush. You don't speak about it. You don't, really should get the information. It is not the topic to be discussed. So I think such a great deal that you have taken an initiative, and you are, after you being through all of such experiences, you started with it. So when you started, when you did all of these things, that I can do it on myself, let me start modeling, and let me contribute in somehow, some way. How did that made you feel? Like taking an initiative?
Actually, when I started this initiative, I was a single person into this initiative. I didn't know what to do, where to start from, and how to proceed further, because I didn't have anybody around me to support me or to do this. All I had was
True.
my college friends who supported me through the journey and through the process, but they were not involved into this. But they kept helping me throughout financially. Even financially, they used to give me money, and I used to collect funds, and I used to put it. I used to buy sanitary napkins from that, because nobody was involved into this thing. And when taking up all the things that was happening, like when taking up the whole project Mahanati in my hand, firstly I felt I was so alone. I didn't have anybody, because I started to travel across my state to various cities. Like my state is Tamil Nadu, and inside Tamil Nadu I started to travel alone. Only during when I went to a place called Madurai in Tamil Nadu, I had my friend to help me. Because of her help, we visited the rural areas, we visited the government schools. But rather than that, I had nobody to help me. So I felt like, what's the big deal in having people? Let me do it alone. That's okay to do that, because nobody came forward to do this. Then we can't be forcing other people to come inside and do something with me, and I can't be forcing others to do that without
Of
their
course.
interest. So I thought it's okay to do alone. What's there in not doing alone? Like that, I thought.
You kept on motivating yourself, like I can do it, I have to do it, and this is something that I want to do. Right.
Yes, exactly.
Right. And right now, how do you feel about that initiative? I think growing a bit. So how do you feel about that? Some initiative that you took out of your own, willingness, out of your own efforts that you put. How are you feeling right now about that?
Right now, I'm feeling very proud, because to all the NGOs I've visited, to all the HIV shelters, government schools I've visited, people and young girls, women and young girls have told me that the session is very useful for us, because I used to explain them from the bottom to the top, like what is the purpose of each part that is given in your respiratory tract. I used to tell them the importance of each part that is given to us, and then I
Right.
used it with them, because they should understand it very well, so that they can spread a word to their friends who were not who had some work during this session. Some people who could not attend the session due to their work. So I thought of, like, yeah, I'm getting emotional while talking. I'm
That's
so
okay.
sorry.
I can totally get it that why you are emotional. It's like you started some initiative which is your baby, we can consider, like you are, you are
Yes,
helping your baby to grow and to help others. And that's really something that you took a lot of efforts to do. So I'm very proud of you that you are doing that, and you speaking about it makes even shows us that how much courageous you are, how much efforts that you are putting in, and I'm really proud of you for that.
Thank you so much. Yes, I wanted people to understand, like from the base to the top. So I explained them everything clearly so that they could understand and spread the word that what happened in the session, and so that they could tell the other people who were not, who didn't attend this session. So this is how it went like, and I'm very proud. And whenever all the people come and tell to me that I can understand everything and the session was very useful, whenever I get a small clap, that one clap is enough for me. Whenever I get a huge amount of claps from the women, and even I used to teach men. Whenever I
That's
get a clap from women, men, and the young girls, I feel like this is something I want to do for my life. This is something I'm doing. I have no words to describe that.
Yeah,
This is
you
something
found your
very
purpose and meaning of life in this process of your experiencing that, this is something that needs to be looked for, and I would be the person to start with it.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, it can be totally felt. So, so we saw that how it took a emotional toll on you, right? From feeling sad and feeling so low from in your life to feeling proud about yourself. Who all helped you in this journey of helping you with your mental peace or mental health?
Mental health. Throughout this journey, my mom and dad were very supportive for me. And firstly, I would really like to thank myself for for starting this journey.
I'm
Because
so grateful that you are thanking yourself. For the first time, I'm hearing this from anybody that, I'm thanking myself for doing something, and that's really something. Thank you.
I would like to thank myself first because I started this journey, and this journey, the process is going very successful. And if I like, I don't want to tell. And then my mom and dad, they supported me throughout through the journey, and my friends in the college, they are also supporting me. They always encourage me. They always tell me to, that's okay, do this, you do that. That's okay if you fail. That's okay if some people don't give attention. You do your best. You put your best. And so
Yeah.
I feel that I'm very grateful for that.
I'm sure they have been very supporting to you. So it's just a hypothetical question as we are running a mental health awareness and we are doing it all for awareness. So let's say what if you wouldn't have got such good friends and family who would be supporting you with this idea. So what do you think about professional help? That would you be taking a professional help, or how would it help you in terms of that?
Will you come back again?
Sorry, can you hear
Will
me
you come
now?
back again? Your voice sounded a
Right.
bit invisible to me.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking if so you were so lucky, you're fortunate enough to got such a good set of people who helped you throughout. So what do you think about professional help? If you would not have been going through this journey of where people helped you out, how, what do you think about professional help or psychologists or maybe counselors who can help you with this? What is your viewpoint on that?
Yeah, this is really a very hard question to me since I had a lot of people to help me and I don't know what answer should I give to this question.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
I think in a general sense, what do you think if a counselor would help you out? How would that make a difference to? How would have that made a difference to your life?
yeah, definitely. It would be like yeah, I've already visited a psychologist when I was in the depression. That I told you,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was in the depression for 1 week. Yeah,
Yes.
psychologists, they helped me in a lot of ways to come out of the depression. They asked me to divert, and I feel if I didn't have anybody to support me, and uh, if I approach a psychologist, it would be
Mm-hmm.
of great use, and they would be helping me again. And
Mm-hmm.
I it's difficult to answer this
That's it.
question.
That's okay. So somewhere this helped you in instilling some hope within you that, you are enough
Yeah,
and you can do something.
definitely they would have encouraged me. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
do this.
Mm,
I've seen some psychologists being friends with
mm,
the patient, and whenever,
mm,
even I had a psychologist friend like that. When
mm,
I was in that, when I was at my college first year, like my UG first year, I'm doing my second year
mm,
right now. When I was in my
mm.
first year, I used to like depression thing. That thing used to haunt me every time.
Yeah.
I called up my friend and I told her that I'm having this thought, I'm having suicidal thought. What can I do? Or shall I stop the project because I don't have anybody to support me or something like that. And she told me that okay, dude, whatever you like. She was like, that's okay, dude. I'm here to support you. Like
Mm,
psychologist, yeah, I'm sure to support you and encourage you and stuff. I'll help you. She told me that she'll also get involved with me in the project Mahanati, and she told me I'll also come for the distribution drive. I'll help you. I'll take classes to these young adults and women. I'll talk with the
mm,
men. Unless and until you're feeling all right, I'll take up the in charge of project Mahanati till
mm.
the times you're feeling all right. So I had a
Yeah.
good psychologist friend like that. So it would
Mm,
be very useful if we have a psychologist because they give us a lot of hope. As you said,
mm.
they give us a lot of hope to do that. Okay, ma, you can do this, and they encourage us a lot. They support us because when you don't have somebody to support you, that one support becomes a light to you to
Right.
do something.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Thank you for your so elaborative answer and you sharing us even a smallest of experience of yours with psychologist and being open about it. Thank you so much. So,
Thank you.
is there anything that you would like to tell our viewers that is in your mind right now?
Tell our viewers. Okay, I would just like to tell life is like a notebook. So don't wait for
Mm,
any miracles to happen. Instead, you start writing your own miracles. Be your own miracles. That is what I would love to tell the viewers because I waited for a lot of people to work on this card, but at
mm,
last, I was the one who started to write this card.
right.
I mean,
So,
write
yeah,
this miracle. I was the one to start writing this miracle. Instead of
right.
waiting for 2 years, I could have started this project Mahanati in that 2 years itself. But I was waiting for a long time for somebody to come forward and do it, to take that single
Yeah.
step. I was thinking a lot to
Mm,
take that single step.
mm,
But when I broke all my barriers and when I became fearless, I started to write my own miracle, and that miracle is Project Mahanati. I feel.
yeah. So to sum it up, I think you are your own miracle and you can do it all. Just that you need to believe and keep that hope going on within yourself.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's great. If anybody of you has any questions, you can ask right now, or maybe when I'll be posting this video, you can comment on that and ask. And I think she or we both will be happy to answer your questions anyhow. Yeah, Priya, hi. So she's not able to work out with her camera. There's some issue. So that is why she's not able to show her video. But I think we learned a lot from her experience, even without that video, because that experience, those feelings that she has shared is, really great. And in the way that she has portrayed everything, it's so beautiful. And thank you so much, Swati, for sharing your experiences with us. And of course, you are doing great, and you'll touch heights. I'm sure. Thank you, Swati, for being here.
You're welcome, but I'm so sorry with the terrible camera error. I don't know what to
It's
do about
okay.
it. I didn't know seriously what to do, and I didn't expect this. So I'm
That's
so
all right.
sorry.
Not a
And
problem.
audience, I'm so sorry, audience, because I have some terrible camera issue with me. And I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And thank you for
That's all
actually
right,
having
sir.
me here and inviting me and giving me this platform to talk about my experience. And the work you're doing is really great, and cheers to your work.
Thank you. Thank you so
All
much,
the
Swati.
best.
That means a lot. So with this, I think we will end today's live. I hope you all learned something or had a different perspective about things. So I hope you all share it, love it, and support us. And if you all have anything to, any experiences of your zone that you would like to share with us and with the viewers, please come ahead, text us, DM us. We'll be all there, and we'll schedule us a live session with all of you. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Bye, Swati.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye, audience.